What's quackalacking, guys? ImADuckQuackk here, and welcome back to a very, very strange episode in our League SBC grind that we've got going on here. Now, as you can probably see, everything's sped up, the voice isn't actually matching the webcam for the speed, and not a lot of things make sense, but while the video plays through, I'm going to explain to you guys what's happened, and then talk to you a little bit about exactly what we've done in this, combined amount of crazy episodes we've got here. So if any of you guys follow me on Twitter, firstly you'll know that I recorded about 15 of these episodes in the first 2 days. And I've been releasing those steadily while I've had other things going on, and it was just going to last us for quite a while. So it turns out the first 6 were fine. Then when it got up to the 7th one, certain parts of the video would freeze, and then you'd be able to hear me speaking, but none of the pictures would move. It would be like a still image of the game and a still image of my face on the webcam. So those videos obviously became corrupted completely at some point, and I'm not sure how. Then in other videos, we've got, the video stuff is absolutely fine pretty much, but we don't have any voice in them. So we've got like a voiceover for the corrupted videos combined with the mic issues here. And this is actually about 5 or 6 episodes condensed very, very tightly into one. And yes, it's very, very annoying. And yes, it's going to be tough to keep up on what we're doing. But I'm going to do my best to try and commentate over everything. I have no idea how this is going to work out. I've never done this before. I'm hoping I can edit it properly as well. Mainly, I'm just kind of hoping this records first time. I don't have to do it again because that would be a nightmare. But I'm sure we will get this sorted. So anyway, guys. From last time, what happened was we got all those bronze packs done. We had a load of stuff in the club. And what we're doing, well, I'm going to talk through what it looks like we're doing and then try and remember what it was. But to start with, we are clearly throwing all of the bronze players from our club into bronze upgrade packs. Now, this is the same logic as to why we've done it before and what we plan to achieve from it. We're using the bronze players that have got no use to us. So bronze players that are either duplicates that don't sell on the market or from leagues that we don't need players for that also don't sell on the market. These cards have a rough estimate of about a 10 to 15 coin value at discard, so each one of these SBCs is costing us somewhere around 150 to 200 coins, say. Those 200 coins could be spent on a player we genuinely need, or we can roll those dice and kind of hope that one of the silver players we get from these 2 silver player packs is of some kind of use, has some kind of value to us. That's the dice that I'm planning on rolling with these. All we need is, for example, one big player that plays for Lille, like a centre-back or a winger, or one of the big Japanese silver players, or even a Frankfurt winger or something like that. One of those cards would massively bring down the price. And if I just saw that video correctly, I actually left in a tiny bit where it froze on my face there, which is a little bit awkward. But you could hopefully see what I mean by the video freezing and completely messing up. Now, as you can see there again, with the editing side of it, there was a little bit of a cut. So obviously some of the silver packs I can't show you. I don't think we got anything great from those packs from what I remember though. But you could see where it froze and I just had to cut a huge chunk. And it's just gone straight to us doing Pachuca, which is a Liga Vancouver SBC, I think. So the logic behind this stage of the grind was we were very, very low on coins. So instead of jumping straight into a League SBC and starting to power through those and collect cards for the teams that we actually need there and then kind of get closer to completing them, the logic was we'll do some profitable SBCs, we'll slowly start to raise our coin total up to a level where we're going to have enough to hopefully complete an entire SBC in one long go or something like that. Obviously, we're using the same logic here, so we're sending anything that we don't need or any duplicates to the transfer list and keeping anything we need. The pack like that was actually pretty good. So we got Gimenez in the first pack, and I was kind of sitting there thinking, oh my god, maybe it's Godin, maybe it's Suarez. But this was all during La Liga team of the season, so if I even had half of a brain cell, I would have realized that both of those would have been a blue card, so it had to be Gimenez. And then we packed Mahrez in the second pack, which was crazy again. I think Mahrez sold for somewhere around 6,000 to 7,000 coins for us, which was a really, really nice boost, seeing as these are profitable SBCs, and the rest of the pack's going to make us some coins back. And then again, that was another big freeze there. Okay, some of this editing isn't fantastic, guys. It really isn't fantastic. But the last pack, you saw that we just got thin boards. Then we jump across to some more profitable SBCs, and I know that Leon is in the Liga Vancouver. And if you saw there with the team, I don't know if we were doing this before, but every team that we complete, I aim to show you the team we used. And then on top of that, I aim to just power cycle through the players so you can see how much we spent on each and every one of them. Now, obviously, when I'm going at stupid speed, or forgetting to do it like with Benfica there, you're not going to really see it very well. But once we get it back up to track, and we are at the stage where we can actually see everything that we're getting, and the walkthroughs are proper, and it's all in real time with me actually speaking and webcam lined up and everything, we will cycle through the whole team. I will show you guys exactly what we are getting in these packs. I will tell you the logic behind it, where I overspent, cards that I could have made a little bit of a saving on if I'd been more patient on, all of the kind of important stuff to make sure that you guys are doing this as effectively as possible. Now, as you can see, these packs that we just did, they weren't fantastic as for boards or gold players, but we do pick up our first Lille centre-back. So I say our first, and it could be a spoiler because the second one could be in one of the parts of the videos that aren't affected. Now, I think the videos I got left recorded, 2 of them look to be okay, and then the third one looks to have no voice on it. So we may have another voiceover episode at some point in the near future. But 2 Lille players, that was our first silver Lille player. They're the big ones. They're the big silvers that effectively help you do the SBC for a lot cheaper. We did get boards in this, and it looked like it froze a little bit on the boards there, maybe? I don't know. But we got Martial in this, and if we went back quite a few months, it would have been a massive pool. But the fact that we got Martial in the pack, and when Yeldum, as you saw, which I had to cut that bit again that I specifically remember, it was a pretty good pack overall again. Now, we're jumping into, I think this was the next episode now. So we start off the episode with very few coins, and I'm at the stage where I want to complete some more profitable SBCs and stuff. So I'm thinking, right, what we're going to do here is we're going to have a complete club clear out. Now, ideally, if you've got tradable silvers and they're rare, they're worth a lot more to you at just discard value than putting them through the silver to gold upgrade. And the reason for this is they sell for about 300 coins. As you can probably see from a lot of these, none of them are really listed up for 300 coins. So you can, 200, 300, whatever it is, you can get a little bit more value out of them by listing each of them up. So that's what we do here. We kind of power through. We do all the rare silvers. Then we do even start to make a start on the non-rare silvers. I think I get bored of it, though, and very quickly either stop doing it or start discarding them. It just looks like I stopped doing it. We also sold that Lille centre-back, and I guess I do a little bit more of it than I thought we did. But yeah, we do this for a while, and then I think we jump into, I'm pretty sure we start the Xiaowi League. That's what I think is coming up next. I have made a list of what's in this video. Let me just double check it for you guys. We do profitable SBCs, lost some bronze pack method and start. Okay, so some of the footage for the start of the Saudi League is gone, and for some of the bronze pack method apparently. But the rest of these guys, so these are all untradeable ones, and we're throwing the untradeable ones into the silver upgrade. They've got no use to us. There's no point in holding on to them. We're never going to be able to really use them in anything except for like a marquee matchups that drops that need specific silver players. So our logic is we might as well just throw them into this SBC and get some kind of use out of them. Possibly, if we get very, very lucky, get ourselves a gold player that's got a use in an SBC down the line. Now, there's some other footage that we had to cut from this, and it's really, really annoying that we're not going to be able to see this kind of footage because it's one of the bigger moments of the series. So we're going to be coming up in a second to the Saudi League, the Xiaowi League, starting to do some SBCs and all of that kind of stuff. And again, you'll see the same process go through where we jump through the team, we show you how much we spent and everything. And obviously, while we've lost some of the footage of what we've been doing along the way, we've also lost some of the footage of some of the packs we've got. Now, we do get a crazy good pack. We do pick up a Team of the Season card. And if you guys remember, when we were doing this initially, it was when La Liga Team of the Season was out. So the player we were going to get was obviously going to be a La Liga Team of the Season. Now, it was one of the worst ones, one of the lowest value ones, should I say. It was Sergio Roberto that we packed. And I'm telling you this because I'm 95% sure that it happened somewhere within these like 5 episodes we've got combined here. And the footage part of it is completely corrupt. As in, I go to watch a video back and I can't actually see it happen. But when I load up the next video, I can see him sitting in our team. So I'm 99% sure that we actually have lost that bit of video. Now, anything we do going forward, I do plan to complete this SBC grind without using the coins from Sergio Roberto, just to prove to you guys that it can be done. However, he may be used for investments or something like that that is outside of the SBC grind. Anyway, back to the video at hand here. So as you can see, we are completing large amounts of the Saudi League. I think we do about 4 or 5 teams at a time, and then we jump straight into the packs with it. From what I just saw there, I think we completed maybe 14 out of the 16 teams on the Saudi League, which means that we must have missed batch, from what I remember, of teams and hence packs that we got from them as well. But I mean, it's not to worry. It's very much the same logic with these smaller leagues. We're effectively going through them. We're keeping all consumables that will sell at some point. The stuff like the fitness and the training cards we're listing up as we go because we know they sell, especially with the daily knockout tournament. These training cards are in high demand, and hence they actually hold their value of probably about 1,000 coins, I think, for silver ones at the moment. 400, 500 for bronze, and then silly money for the gold ones as well. Same with the fitness and all of that kind of stuff they sell. But the reason we start with such a small league like the Saudi League is because it perfectly builds a pyramid up. So let's imagine at the start of doing this grind, our club is completely empty. We start doing the advanced SBCs. What this gives us is capital. So it gives us some coins into the club. After that, we start doing the lower leagues and bronze pack method. Now, the reason for this is bronze pack method gives us bronze and silvers, which helps us do the lower league. Then in completing the lower league, we're getting a lot of bronze, a lot of silvers, and a lot of base golds. And those cards are very helpful. The gold ones are obviously for further down the line when we get onto the bigger leagues, but the bronze and silvers perfectly link into the other smaller leagues. Now, as we keep completing the smaller leagues, we keep getting more cards for the other silver leagues and the bronze leagues. For example, when we're talking about bronze and silver, we're talking about smaller ones, not tiny. So Japanese league, you've got anything up to around like the Eredivisie is perfect, the MLS and stuff like that. Yes, they've got some gold players, but the majority of them are bronze and silver, which is why it works so well to do it like this and build upwards. Now, at some point, you might hit a stage where you really need some coins. That's when you can start approaching the profitable SBC list if you haven't already completed it, or some of the bigger teams that give you the gold packs and stuff like that, because you've obviously got that chance of getting something. Now, I was just talking over it, but you guys probably just saw that we have completed our first league SBC. El Sommer is part of the club. We've just got him. We've just finished the Xiaowi League. We are actually starting to make some progress on this. You probably also saw that we packed Rahimi in one of the packs, and much to my surprise, he was going for almost 10k. You could see from our search on the transfer list there that his 82 rated card was basically 9.2, 9.3k. So I think we got like 9.6, 9.7. We sold him for a couple hundred coins cheaper than we probably could have got, but we got him sold. Next, we decide we're going to jump onto the Russian League, and just to show you guys this, the first team, I think we need a position change or something. Then, as I said before, we'll jump through every team. We'll show you exactly what we've used, how much we've spent, so you guys can get a grasp of not only the formation we use, but perhaps where we change a different player or where we mix something up. Now, I'm not sure if it's actually included in this video, but something that I did talk about in the recordings themselves, and something that was very, very important, was the use of position changes. Now, some teams, for example, they had no left wingers, left forwards in a left forward formation, but they had a left mid. And then the cost of getting a left mid to left wing to left forward is much cheaper than using something different. That's a very poor example, but you kind of get what I mean, hopefully. Maybe there's a load of cams, but there's barely any CDMs. So converting them from cam to centre mid works out cheaper than buying a centre mid or a CDM to slot in there. That kind of stuff is very, very important. Going the other way as well, cams up to centre forward gives you another striker, opposed to buying an expensive striker. So always look for those kind of options if the position change cards are cheap enough. And obviously there is that option to do it with that team and still get the chemistry. Now, this was another talking point I had, which is probably why you can see the camera stopped on me for a while. While going along and while sorting the teams out, occasionally I'll have a look, I'll compare the price, and I'll see, okay, this defender or this attacker is worth like 7k or something stupid. But there'll be one with like a 5-minute bid, and he's got like a 400 coin bid on him. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll throw a bid on this guy that's got 5 minutes left. I'll still go elsewhere and buy my card because I'm in a bit more of a hurry. You guys could bid on this player and wait for it to end. But as you saw there, we put a cheeky bid on it, then we carried on with what we're doing, then we went back to check, and we'd won the player. And all that simply meant is we could list that guy up for 3,000, 4,000 coins. I can't remember exactly how much he went for, but we can list him up for a profit and then take that off the cost of what we spent on the SBC. So whenever you're comparing prices or looking at stuff on the market or anything like that, if you see someone that's got open bids that's way too cheap, even if there's 5 of them all with 40 minutes left, if you've got those spare coins sitting in your account, put those bids in and just kind of hope that you get a little bit of luck and it comes back around. Now, as you guys can see here, apart from that blue, this was our biggest pool. We packed Hamshik, which was a lovely walkout, and it came at a perfect time, really. We needed a few more coins in order to carry on pushing with this Russian league, and I think Hamshik was sitting at around 20, 21,000 coins. Yeah, that's what it just looked like. So that gave us a nice big boost. We obviously got a couple of squad fitness, as well as a Catalyst card, which I think the Catalyst was like 1,200 or something around there. The squad fitness sell for about 900 a piece, and we list those up and just kind of carry on here. Now, like I said, you've seen most of everything that we've done. You've seen the process we've used, the logic we've used and everything. I'm just really gutted that you guys didn't get to see the blue. The blue was the big moment of the series. The blue was the super exciting thing. I kind of lost my mind when we actually packed a blue. It could have been anyone because it was La Liga, but sadly it was Sergio Roberto. And I'm just kind of hoping I've not ruined it for you and somehow that footage is actually in here or in one of the next videos or something. But I'm hoping that after we've finished with this video, things should be pretty much back on track. You can see here, just to quickly jump in, you were doing a few more teams on the Russian League. So in case you haven't guessed, that's the next league we are tackling. And we're tackling it nice and slowly. Well, we were tackling it nice and slowly, but for you guys, you're going to see pretty much everything we've just done over the space of 20 minutes here. Then in the next couple of videos, I'm pretty sure that both the sound and the... Oh, what was I saying? Sorry. The sound and the video are okay. I'm 99% sure anyway. But then after that, I know that we've got one that just has no sound, but the video looks fine. So what I can do is I can just do a voiceover for that one. Maybe I can just tag it on to the start or the end of another episode, or... Oh, actually, I've got some more stuff to talk about. So what I'll do is I'll combine that with another episode, and we will make it into a little bit of a weird video, but it'll work somehow. Then after that, I'm going to make sure that I check each video after I record them individually to make sure that whatever's going on and whatever we're doing, it's absolutely perfect and just working how we want it to be working. So, I don't know why I've left this bit in here. It just looks like we're picking up some players to complete the Zenit SBC. But in the video, I'm clearly talking about something that's extremely important. But I have no idea what it is because we've got no sound on that video. So, let's just assume that I'm talking about what a great club Zenit are and something crazy like that. But yeah, I kind of feel like I've talked about everything we needed to talk about. The video, I think there's like another 3 minutes on the video. So I'm just going to quickly go over my list with you guys to make sure we've covered everything. We've talked about the bronze upgrades and the importance of using the extra cards that don't sell on the market, just because it gives you that chance of a silver player that's actually going to save you a ton of coins down the line. We've talked about the profitable SBCs, and although you can just start off by doing all the profitable SBCs and then seeing if your pack luck comes in, if you're doing this League SBC grind, breaking them up and using them where you need to use them can also give that a little bit more excitement to the process, because these are the big packs that have a chance of getting you a blue or something exciting in them. If you're breaking them up along the way, you've always got that little something to look forward to. You always know that there's some good packs waiting for you down the line. We then obviously talk about the silvers and how if you've got any silvers, they're always better value to sell, the rares and the non-rares, than using an upgrade SBC. The only ones we want to be using in an upgrade SBC are the ones that are non-tradable, because we can't sell them, they have no other use, and to not use them in an upgrade SBC would simply just be a waste. They'd have no other purpose at all for the whole of FIFA most likely, and they'd be sitting in our club. The easiest league for you guys to start on if you are following along is definitely the Saudi League. They've got one fairly expensive team, but it's not even that bad. The majority of players, however, are bronze and silver. The majority of clubs are bronze and silver. None of the packs are absolutely incredible or anything like that, but it's good enough to build a foundation for some of the other SBCs as you start moving along. So start on the Saudi League, the Xiaomi League, then you can move into something like the Japanese League, the MLS, the Russian League, the Eredivisie Pro League, whatever you kind of feel that you've got quite a lot of players for, that seems to be a good foundation to start on. And as you can just see from that pack there on screen at the moment, the amount of silver players that we're actually picking up, there's so much use for them in so many other SBCs that are coming up, that it just makes it so worthwhile to start at the bottom and work your way up. Spanish goalkeeper here, obviously Asensio's probably one of the better cards, but a little bit annoying, especially seeing as he could have very, very easily maybe made it into the team of the season. I mean, if he had made it into the team of the season, we would have been seeing a blue there, but an 84 rated card does give us a nice chunk of coins anyway, so I guess we can't be complaining that much. After that, yeah, the pack side of it, the team of the season card that you guys obviously aren't going to see. It looks like the quality is a bit funny on that bit. When it shows the packs, I think the quality looks a bit dodgy or something. Maybe not. Yeah, the team of the season card's obviously a big thing that you're not going to see. I have already mentioned the fact that we get 2 little centre backs. You've seen one of them. Not sure if the other one pops up in this video, in one of the other videos, but if not, I've spoiled it for you anyway, so enjoy that. We packed Hamsik, which was an absolutely massive, massive war. And just to quickly add to things here as well, Although I thought that I'd finished editing everything, I now have to edit the edit of this video, because it turns out that what I thought we'd actually completed a bit more, and a bit more stuff was corrupted. So you've seen we've started the League of Vancouver, you've seen that we've started the Russian League, and you've seen we've already done the Saudi League. It turns out, and I've got a picture right at the very end of this, that we have actually completed the Saudi League, completed the Russian League, completed the League of Vancouver, and got that Sergio Roberto, all before the next episode that's actually good enough to show you guys. So that's where we're ending it, and this is where we'll pick up at the start of the next episode.